Hello there and welcome. We've had a patch, and it is a good patch, I tell you, from Palworld. So let's get right into it. The first one is a major fix. They've implemented backup of saved data on the world selection screen. Resolved issue of unnecessary data accumulating in saved data. This is because there's a lot of save file corruptions going off right now, apparently. I mean, I run a dedicated server, so I've not really encountered this problem. So I hope that if you are encountering it, that this is a alleviation of that issue for you. Sounds very robotic then. For you. Key configuration added fully supported keyboard key configuration. So they've added more options to change keybinds on for keyboard. I don't play keyboard, so this is all jargon to me. But this looks like there's a lot more customizability from what there were when we started out, because I remember I've got a friend who uses keyboard, and we were looking at this and they were like only about that many options, and you couldn't even change some of the key things like the technology menu, etc, etc. I don't know, there were just some things you could not change. So massive quality of life improvement. With guilds, you can now remove members when they're not logged in. On my dedicated server, we don't really run guilds yet. We all are in our own little guild, so we can get all the bases to ourselves. But I can imagine this being a major issue if you've got someone that you think, yeah, I need them out now, and they're not logging on and they're just in there. It's kind of something you'd expect to be there day one, but what you've got to remember is this is early access, so these things are getting added in over time, so completely understandable. Now a lot of people are going to love this one. They've changed the long press operation during player tasks to allow continuous work by pressing the work button once. This is switchable in the options settings. So let's say I'm crafting some cement here, I can hold it to work. If I let go, I stop building. What you want to be doing is going to hold to toggle interaction. You want to switch that on. It's on the exact same menu for keyboard users. Switch that on. Once you switch them on, all you want to do is click the one button and then voila, hands-free crafting. How fantastic is that? You can literally just, yeah, good. Next is the fixing issue where riding in prohibited hunting areas would not result in a crime. For those of you not aware, in the island sanctuaries just over yonder, areas like this, you're not allowed to go there. I know, there's a police force that will stop you. However, when you was riding a flying mount, the police would just not notice you. And it was really weird. It felt weird. Nah, that won't be happening. Apparently it was an exploit. Improved interaction accuracy with adjacent objects. I think that means things that are like slightly skewed behind other things, like if you've got a furnace and a crusher really close together. This basically fixes the problem that I've been having. So I have these chests up here. Now I can interact with every single chest perfectly. Whereas before, because I was trying to get into this one, but the prompt was popping up for this one. I couldn't get into this one without crouching, facing backwards. I had to get a really weird angle on it. They fixed that now, so you should be able to like interact with things a lot more clearly. Pals, they've changed specifications so that when a pal is instructed to attack aggressively, the pal will attack enemies indiscriminately, even if they are not in combat. Basically, how this works is there is a prompt, command attack aggressively. Now, you could click that, and you'd throw your pal out, and they would just do this. And the only way you could really get them to work is if you threw them directly at the enemy. Like that. See how Jet Reagan's fighting now? But that's because I threw him directly at the Masanda. Now, if you switch it to command attack aggressively, Jet Reagan will just attack everything. Even the little chickpea that's just minding its own business. Oh wow, I think we just destroyed a friendship here. Well, better let him join his friend. This doesn't work against NPCs though, luckily, because you can get a wanted level in a way by doing that. Created an issue to allow pals of rank 1 or higher to be selected as concentrated material. Higher ranked pals yield more points when concentrated. This is a game changer for me. So this is Condensation Menu. If you're like me, you've been saving up some pals because you're breeding. The problem with this is you end up with full boxes. Now you can put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all in one, like that, and then it'll have the 1 star like normal. Now say you want to upgrade this one instead because it's got Swift, I can click that, and if I click this one here, it counts as 4. It's got them all inside it. So let's go one step further. Let's say we want to upgrade this one here, and we want to really stack some here. So we're going to put 16 pals into that one. That'll make it level 2 now. So now we've got a level 2 Catras. Now let's say we don't like a level 2 Catras no more, and we want to upgrade this one here. We can click that one, upgrade it with 4, just to really show you here. So we've got a level 1 Catras just here. We can click the level 1 Catras, put the level 2 Catras into it, and it literally fills the bar up with the previous 16 Catrases that you put into the previous one. Absolute game changer. This is going to save me so much space. So now we have a level 2 Catras on this one. And you can just keep repeating that. They also fixed the bug where if a large amount of experience points were gained and the level increased to 50 at once, pals would not learn any active skills. Not happened to me, but I've heard that's happened to a few people, so that's good. Mitigated an issue where using Masander's partner skill Grenadier Panda on a dungeon boss would cause the boss to get stuck in walls. Now, the bosses can get stuck in walls for a lot of things, even normal pals can if you use missiles on them like Jet Reagan's missile. So I'm wondering if that'll fix Jet Reagan's one as well. We'll have to see. Now we have some base fixes to go through. They fixed an issue where pals would get stuck on top of a logging site, etc. So if anyone were like a Anubis, if you threw him at the logging site, or the mining site rather, he'd end up on top of it and just like that. It wouldn't move. That's been fixed now. I did measures to prevent the issue where base pals would wander around and get stuck at the border of the base area. So you know you've got your little blue ring. Sometimes the pals would wander over a certain threshold of that line and they would not come back into base. It was really bizarre, but that's been fixed now, so fantastic. Fixed an issue where pals at the base would get stuck repeatedly starting transportation tasks and the light bulb icon would appear over and over again. So back to Anubis, I would bring him out to do some tasks. He would get the little light bulb icon to say that he's noticed it's a task. Then he'd turn around, there'd be another light bulb, and he'd just stand there getting confused. I think he was a bit overwhelmed. But that should have been fixed now. I did measures to prevent the issue of base pals getting stuck in the farm on a roof. Once again, not another issue that I think's happened to me. Not I've noticed anyway, but another fix nonetheless. Fantastic. Fixed an issue where work pals would get stuck in the summon space of Palbox when restarting the server on a dedicated server. Yes. Oh my god, yes. So basically, an issue that I've been having is I run a dedicated server and it has memory leaks when it runs too long. It has a build-up of stuff in there on the server, things moving, things getting stored. It eventually has a memory leak and it crashes the server. So you have to have a daily restart on the server to make it not crash. The problem with restarting it is when it restarts, all the pals spawn next to the pal box, drop, and then get stuck and they can't move off each other. So they start starving, they start getting depressed. Your cooler starts getting warm, all that kind of business. It's been a nightmare trying to resolve this with my server. But this here is going to alleviate that, if it works correctly. I've not tested it just yet. But then again, I did log on today after the update and they were all around, they were doing the normal jobs around the base. So I think it is fixed. Adjusted the default work priority of base pals, like Anubis will now prioritize manual labor. Basically, pals should do what they should be doing. I literally had to put a mining station in a separate room, shut the door, and then when I wanted stone, open the door to let Anubis run in, because as soon as you open the door, he ran for that room. That should be an issue now. So, fantastic. Significantly relaxed building restrictions for stairs and triangular roofs. I've tried testing this. I think you can stack like 1 ceiling, 2 ceiling, 3 ceilings now in a row. You can't put it side by side yet without putting a support underneath it. So there's that. But it kind of makes sense because it's support, obviously. You need some support for your building. But I noticed that building with stairs weren't as clunky as it was before. If you've done lots of building, you'll know what I mean. It's like when you place a stair down, you couldn't place a wall at the side of it. Let's test it. Okay, so it would appear that I can't build that there still. So even though I've got a stair there, I can't do that. What about the triangle one? Oh, I can put the triangle one down now though. That wasn't, I wasn't able to do that before. What about underneath? Oh, can I put a wall underneath it? I can't, unfortunately. There's still a few things to work out there, but then again, maybe it's intended like this. Maybe I'm too used to Ark's building mechanic. It fixed an issue where Sam would play in an infinite loop when pals at the base use certain active skills. I wanted a situation where my friend's pal was a lucky pal and he had it out on base and I could hear the glittery sound, you know, like the sparkle sound, really loud, miles away from his base. So hopefully that fixes that now, because that were annoying. Specifications changed so that all changes in environmental temperature are added up. Now breeders, you're going to love this one. If you put 4 campfires next to each other, the surrounding area will have the temperature of a volcano. This is an absolute game changer. Let's test this out. So we are currently at my newer base that we're building. These ones seem a little hot. Let's put another campfire down. By rights, it should get too hot. There we go. They've just lost all incubation speed. That is fantastic. So the fires do stack now. Let's see if we can get the volcano temperature going. I want to see if I start melting. Oh, there we go. We are hot. So this is a game changer because the fires have a really small radius compared to the electric heater. So you might be able to now prioritize rooms with certain eggs in it. So if you want to be able to use 4 fires on a little corner of eggs over there, you can probably do that now with the fires. The electric heater's radius is huge. So that fix right there, absolute game changer. Next we have some balance adjustments. Significantly strengthened mining power for Digtoys partner skills. Now I am an avid Digtoys user. That doesn't sound right. So I have my own little metal hill and I like using the Digtoys because if you look at this, He's huge. Oh wow, he's doing a lot more damage. Holy moly, he's doing a lot more damage. So he did little damage and his efficiency was really low. Now if I use his partner skill, wow, that was a lot faster. So let me just try and put him here and try and smash all 3 nodes here. Oh wow, that is so much quicker. Now, why is that a buff, you may ask? One, he's doing it a lot faster. So if you look here, he's got the little skill. I'm barely even using the gauge anymore. Whereas before, 1 node would take nearly half the gauge. At this rate, he's doing them so quickly the gauge is still high. Holy moly, this is so good. Digtoris's usability just went up. I'm gonna pick up all this owner. Next, they fixed the abnormally high selling price of nails. So all you people that have been in the Palworld forums, sell nails, it's so good. Hate to say it, but you're not gonna be able to do that no more. So you better get some mouse or cats and get them in your pen, or just sell berries. But we're not going to talk about that just yet. Significantly increase the number of police officers who appear when a crime is committed. Now it used to be 1. Let's go see what it is now. So we're just going to go and assault someone right here. I did not mean to one tap them. Alright, we're going to try and assault someone again. So wanted, we've got 1 PIDF and infantry down there. Doesn't seem, it still seems buggy, and they're still not really attacking me either. I mean, I've still only got 1 person after me. Maybe if you get more records of assault, you might get more people chasing you, but for the time being, it seems like it is normal, like how it was before. Next, they've added an electric shock effect to Free Pal Alliance's crossbow, so the Free Pal Alliance got a buff. Why are they the Free Pal Alliance when they're always trying to fight pals? Adjusted the flight distance of Sphere Launcher and Scattersphere Launcher. Now, I never use these items because I don't deem them very valuable right now. So if you are using them, you might see an improvement on them. Increase the sand value recovery amount of high quality hot springs. Oh, so the high quality hot springs got a buff. That's fantastic. Hopefully we get less weakened pals now. Network related. Renovated the server lobby. Search by server name will now work. Added the ability to view online players on a dedicated server. Can we do that? I don't know how to check for that just yet, and I'm the only one online, so maybe that'll pop up on this menu here. I'm not too sure. Also, I've noticed the wandering merchant visits your base now. Has that always been a thing? And then we have the others section. Fix the issue where day 5 memo was not placed. Didn't know about that. You can now adjust the in-game brightness in the settings. Fixed many minor bugs. Corrected various incorrect text, so the language was changing on the UI text, which is very bizarre. Improved measures against cheating. And last but not least, they say we are currently working on an issue where autosave fails on the Xbox and Xbox Game Pass versions. We expect this will be resolved in an upcoming update. So hold out, Xbox players, it is coming. So what do you think to those updates? For me, personally, I think they're absolutely brilliant. They're things that I've been noticing over the past couple of weeks that have been plaguing me a little bit. So I'm definitely looking forward to more updates. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you like this video, drop a like, it gets it out to more people. And if you want more Palworld content, drop a subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourself.